Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Diserens, Remax Signature Properties. You guys all in the room pretty much know me, but today I want to take a chance to not only talk about myself, but also to introduce my team and talk a little bit about them. So I am prior military, but I've been in real estate now for 16 years, and I've always had an approach that I take an educational approach with all of my clients, whether they're buyers or sellers. I believe that the more you know about the transaction, the steps involved in the transaction, whether you're buying or selling a home, the better educated decisions you can make. And I always attempt to guide that. So if you've been out and looked at homes with me, you've had me point out a lot of things along the way, pros, cons, also things that'll cost you money, all the things that are going to come up in inspection. We've talked a little bit about value assessment when it comes to appraisal. Same thing on the seller side. I've told you to look at things from a buyer standpoint. Make your home move-in ready so the buyers can envision themselves living there when they step in. We talk realistically about pricing. I always tell you guys on a listing appointment, if you hate me today, that's fine. Let's sever ways now. If you don't, well, then let's move forward. But again, I always want you guys to know exactly what you're doing so you can make the best decisions possible for your future and the future of your family. So a few years back when I decided to build a team, I chose people specifically that had those same values and those same goals. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to bring in Jessica first. Come on in, Jessica. Jessica's been with me for almost 4 years now. And the thing I love that Jessica brings to the table that are qualities I don't necessarily have are empathy and patience. She has the skill to understand where a person's coming from emotionally. Like I said, again, not really in my wheelhouse. And she also has an extreme amount of patience. So she's really good at guiding first time buyers through the process, explaining everything along the way, holding their hand, making sure they're confident and know what they're doing moving forward. Okay, Jessica, you tell them about you.
I'm Jessica. Kind of a little bit about me is I have been a Jill of all trades. I started out, my first major job was a truck driver. Ended up going over the road and seeing the whole country that way. It was really cool. I've been in banking. I've taught preschool. I went to school for sign language interpreting, so I do have the ability to work with the deaf and hard of hearing community, which has been a blessing. And then I got into real estate. And one of the things that I love about real estate is I really love working with the first time home buyers. It really gives me a lot of joy to walk alongside a person who has never bought a home before. They don't know anything about the process, and to be able to educate them on the steps that they need to take, answer any questions along the way, kind of hold their hand and guide them through the process to the point that when they get to that closing table, they're like, okay, that was easy. It helps to kind of calm those anxieties and fears that they have, and get to the goal, which is home ownership. And that's been really a blessing as well.
Great. Thanks, Jessica. So the next person we're going to bring in is Buffy, and she's new to the team, but Buffy also brings a unique set of qualities with her too. And the thing I've noticed so far with her is that she's very analytical and problem solving. So I can give her criteria that a buyer is looking for, or a seller is looking for, and she will actually go analyze what it is they need and try to find solutions for them. So she's been great at identifying properties for even, buyers that have had a hard time finding property. She'll come to me and say, hey, Lisa, I think I got this. I think it might work for these people. Sometimes she's been absolutely spot on. So again, like say, bringing in that element of patience and problem solving. So Buffy, you tell them about you.
Hi there, I'm Buffy. I come from health insurance and life insurance background. And one of the things that life insurance taught me was the value of protecting your family and investments and building that financial future. So that also taught me that the number one building block of financial futures is home ownership. So I came into real estate because of that, and that's why I'm doing this. I went looking for a team, and I know referrals are important, and team building, you want to know, like, and trust them. And I felt it with this team. Know, like, and trust. So that's why I'm here.
Perfect. Thanks, Buffy. And then the last team member we're going to bring in is Patty. And Patty keeps this whole show on the road. She makes sure that we don't miss deadlines, that things are ready for closing, that we've got copies of all the correct paperwork, title work is all done. She just kind of keeps it all together for us. And you guys all talk to Patty when it comes to newsletters and then sending out invites for events and all that kind of stuff. So I know you guys all hear from Patty frequently too.
Hi, everybody. It's Patty. Most of you we've met or you've heard me come in and substitute for Lisa occasionally. As you know, I'm here to support them in the background. I make sure we meet all of our deadlines, supply any materials anybody might need, try to come up with some creative ideas to be able to market your home, kind of keep things running in the background so that all of them can be in front of their clients and spend their time doing what they love instead of wasting their time on paperwork. So we're here to help support any way we can. And then